And you're live.
You're live.
Welcome to this week's edition of Eastern Maine APA newsletter.
A little late, but we're here. It's his fault.
We had a snow day.
I told I told him I was going to throw him under the bus.
She did twice.
I threw you under the bus twice. He had a makeup match in
yesterday.
Belfast.
Yeah, right. Yesterday was a busy day.
This week has been busy. How about you guys? How you guys doing?
Yeah. Your week caught up with you yet?
I have so many notes. Look at all these notes, you guys. Oh my God.
We're not talking about all that.
No, because these are notes about videos I want to make. Dreaming. But look, our calendar. We've been busy. Coloring.
Filling in dates.
Figuring out. So we've got it filled through March of 2027.
Yep.
The only thing we really need to add are like single sports, I think.
Yep. Next step is contacting host locations for our events that we have on our said calendar.
Yep. So we know where our qualifiers are and our triannuals are.
Yep.
And, we got 80 some views on our last video, I think.
Nice.
That was a lot of views.
Yeah.
I shared it on my Facebook, so maybe my family watched. Thank you. So anyway, we do have a lot of notes. We're sorry we're late, but happy Saturday for everybody. We're hoping you're having a good week. And we've got congratulations to a couple of open teams this last weekend.
Yep, we had the last of our Vegas qualifiers, Showdown Series. 8-ball doubles was on Saturday, held at All Play in Belfast. A big shout out to All Play for hosting that event. And congratulations to our winners, Chris Dedman and Tyler Farrington from Machias.
Yeah, we're excited for them.
Yeah, punched their way to Vegas and we'll be out there playing an 8-ball doubles.
Yeah, they already getting a hold of us. I think they got their flights, so
yeah,
they're pretty excited. We're excited for them. And then you had 9-ball.
Yeah, Sunday was 9-ball doubles, and that was held at Bears Den. And a big congratulations goes out to Nate and Cody Benner.
Yeah, father-son team.
Yep.
And they actually went to Vegas with us last summer on a full 8-ball team. Right. So that'll be fun.
Yep.
So we've been out. We threw axes.
Yeah.
With them out there last summer. I'd never thrown axes before, so that was a fun experience.
Probably won't again.
Yeah, I think once is enough.
Yeah, I don't have any
desire to do that.
No.
Hey, but if the players want to do it, we're game. That's what we kind of did. What they wanted to do.
Yeah.
But it's exciting now. So that completes all of our qualifiers for our April trip.
Now it's just a lot of office work, getting the teams entered into the system so they can register for their respective tournaments.
And some are getting extra hotel rooms or coming early, staying late. Some are on 2 teams. So, we're just trying to organize all that.
Yeah, it's going to be very busy for us the whole time that we're going to be out in Vegas the last week of April into the first couple of days of May. Because we do have 2 8-ball doubles teams, 2 9-ball doubles teams. We have 1 ladies teams. We have 2 masters teams. We have a Jack and Jill. And we still have the next 2 weekends of 8-ball singles and 9-ball singles.
And we have a lot of people out of our area playing for that.
Yeah, we have 10 players playing next weekend in the 8-ball singles regional. And those always happen in Portland.
Good luck.
And then, so that's Saturday, March 7th in Portland. Doors open at 8, starts at 9.
At Forest.
Yeah, Forest City Billiards.
A wonderful pool hall they have down there in Portland.
Yeah, they've
Beautiful
done
pool hall.
Great job bringing it back to life down there. It's a wonderful place to play.
It's been there a long time.
Yeah.
But he really has redone it.
It's unfortunate that they waited until we left to upgrade all the equipment.
We miss all the players. We never see them except on Facebook, which will be in Vegas. We'll be recording the players on our phones through Facebook. Until we get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we can't do it through YouTube.
Or I don't know how that works, but anyway, I think that's about right.
We're going to try to get better at this
correctly.
filming stuff.
Yeah, and the teams that we can't get to, we're going to have them live stream their
Yeah.
own matches and just have them tag us in their live stream so it'll show up on our page, so that people at home can watch their favorite teams, cheer on,
root for Eastern Maine APA.
Yeah. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And you did post. He posted the finals for the 9-ball doubles and 8-ball doubles that he just mentioned. They played last weekend, so those are on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So that's a lot of fun. Good things, exciting things happening. I did want to let everybody know we sent the $70 we raised for Good Shepherd out to Good Shepherd. It was just a matter of finding their address and writing them a check. So I know how to do that now. We've got a new session beginning the first week of April.
Yes.
And we're already hearing from teams that are changing things up. And we might even have division things changing things up. So it's interesting. A lot of exciting things are moving right now. Yep. So yeah, call us if you have any questions, if you want to start any teams. Teams want to split and make 2 teams.
Yeah.
Talk to your captains if you're not coming back. Please talk to your captains. A lot of players have to take time off. We just want to be upfront with people. We know things change every session.
Yep. And now is the time for the captains of their teams to talk to their players and get an idea of who's coming back, who's not, who do we need to replace. And if you're a player that is looking to form their own team or join another team, please let your captains know now so that they are prepared to replace you on their roster. Please do not wait until the last couple of weeks, because that does put a lot of pressure on that captain to try to replace you in such short notice. We do have some new players that are signing up. Going from
So we have players that are looking for teams.
Yep.
And we're also hoping to grow our divisions. So we really would like to do everything we can to do that. And so we've been talking about incentives for new teams. And I think we've come up with something pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. We're going to finalize the details for it. So just, throw it out there, quite briefly. So any player that wants to form a new team with 4 brand new players, after week 4 of the session, the captain will receive a $200 APA sponsored cue with APA soft case. Or if you choose not to have an APA sponsored cue, we will give you $100 towards the cue of your choice.
Yep.
And
so we're really hoping to have this program for this session and next session.
Yeah.
In hopes to grow our divisions. We have a lot of pool tables that we can fill, and that's our goals, for our host locations, for our divisions, so that the whole community can do more. We have divisions that just need one more team to send one more team to triannual. So we're just trying to grow what we've got. We've got a good community. We love all the new faces, and it's a lot of responsibility to take on being a captain, and we understand that. And if you have 4 brand new players, that's a big job. You're teaching them how to play APA and how to score and how to understand how the system goes. So we understand that takes a lot of effort and responsibility. So we were kind of hoping that this might incentivize people to become captains.
Right.
And if you're a brand new player and you've never been a captain, we'll guide anybody along the way, and you can always call us for questions. And then with the ladies and masters, a captain that brings in 3 players, 3 brand new players. So full teams is 4 new players.
Yeah.
Masters and ladies is 3 new players.
Yep.
And a captain. So let us know what you guys think about that. We're hoping that that's going to help us keep expanding. I was gonna say, I had dinner with a girlfriend last night.
Yeah.
And that was in Newcastle, and a lot of people were playing pool up there, and everybody was chatting, and they were talking about Wiscasset and Damascotta, and well, actually Nobleboro, I think. Anyway, it's fun to talk pool. I'd love to expand out further. Lincoln County, we have Waldoboro, but we don't have Newcastle and Nobleboro and Wiscasset.
Yeah.
So anyway, we want to grow, and we have all the way to Brunswick. So if any of you players out there are interested, give Eastern Maine APA a call. We really want to expand our horizons.
Right.
Oh, and I did. So you were busy because you were qualifying people, and I was putting this office, trying to get our calendar done and catching up in the office, and I had the Olympics on. And the Olympics finished, and that was bittersweet because that was a lot of fun. And I just I saw a lot of commonality with the Olympians and pool players, and I couldn't help but just be excited for the athletes just who got to be there and do what they do, and how professional they are and how respectful they are, and just the camaraderie of the whole thing. It just warmed my heart. It's kind of disappointing to see it end, but not everybody wins, and those who lost were just amazing and humble and good sportsmanship all the way around, and so that was fun. I know I'm sad that it's over.
But our Olympics are never ending,
right?
So, we're
getting ready for Vegas.
We play Vegas twice a year. Late April, early May is our showdown series. August is our full teams and team captain championships, and then you throw our mini Vegas in there, which happens in July.
Northeast
Challenge, yeah,
it's a lot of fun in Connecticut.
So that being said, we are getting ready for all that, and these next couple of months are just going to fly right by because we have a lot to do.
I know. We keep saying that because time just keeps flying. I mean, it's the last day of February today.
I know. Where did that time go?
And shout out to those babies born on February 29th because they don't get a birthday this year.
Either today or tomorrow you'll be celebrating.
So my dad's cousin Buffy. Hi, Buffy, if you're watching. Happy birthday. So both her and her grandchildren, twins, born on the 29th of February.
Nice. Good for them.
Happy birthday, everybody who's born on the 29th and don't get a real birthday. But anyway, my point is February's gone.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
It is. This is the last day of February.
It was all done after my birthday. So,
But March, we've got Players Tournament.
Yep.
And we've got
Singles Regionals.
Spring.
Spring. It might show up. It just might show up.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. I'm feeling the fever.
This brings us to our next thing. So snow days, even though we are in the last 4 weeks of our
regular
session,
yeah,
and we don't do makeups during the last 4 weeks, weather permitting is
an
how
exception.
that phrase goes. Yeah. So I mean, if there's a snowstorm, there isn't anything we can do.
Yeah, we don't want to endanger anybody.
Right.
And so we're teams are doing great. So Monday, everybody stayed home, which was safe.
Yep.
So they're doing makeup matches, and those are coming in. It's a little more for me to keep track of, and I'm just not probably as routined in my job as I'd like to say I am. But when they're doing different weeks, and sometimes these score sheets aren't easy to read, I'm chasing the weeks, but I'm figuring it out. I am. 9-ball score sheets, the paper ones, they're the harder ones because I don't get all the information. But anyway, I don't want to go on and on about that. But yes, so score sheets are fun this week.
Yep. I want to touch briefly on the term sandbagging.
Oh, yes.
All right.
New definition?
Yeah. Well, so the definition of sandbagging is when people play below their skill level. All right, and a lot of times people throw that word out there when people are actually playing at their skill level or above their skill level. When somebody is playing, like having a really good game and they're playing very well, they are not. That's not sandbagging. You know, sandbagging.
That's a good day.
Right. And of course, we want to be informed if you ever think somebody is intentionally throwing their match. And
we know it happens.
Because we can take a look back through their match history and see how consistently they play, and then that one match in question, really sticks out.
I kind of do.
It really does. So that's the stuff we want to hear about. Is when people are intentionally missing shots, intentionally running up their innings, intentionally shooting the 8-ball in the corner pocket just to get the match over with, or whatnot. When you're making the 8 out of turn or erroring on the 8.
And I'm not sure where they think they're helping themselves. Like I don't know if they're trying. I don't know where they're helping themselves by trying to stay at lower level. Like if you're improving in your game, don't be afraid for your skill level to go up, because you should play your game and your skill level. And I don't know, people are like intimidated about Vegas and playing in Vegas because of the rules and how matter of fact they are, but don't let that bother you, man. Play your game, have fun, and play the table, because that table is the one you're playing.
Yeah.
Your opponent makes a mistake, that's your table.
Yeah. So pretty much, coming from two people, myself and Kimberly, who always play, to the best of our ability. We always have fun.
Not very good sometimes.
Right. Definitely on the rusty side of things. We just don't understand why players do that. We don't, like, it can't be fun for you to intentionally throw a match.
If your captain's asking you to slow your game down, I'm concerned, and I just hope that you wouldn't listen to that. Because I think that's conversations I've heard too.
Right.
I don't think more recently, but captains have said, "Hey."
I've heard about it in the past. I've run into it a couple of times in my career. Playing in pool leagues. It's not just the APA. It is also Valley, which is now like BCA.
Did they combine? I think they combine.
Yeah. I hear it from tap players. So it's not just the APA league; it's everywhere.
Well, the thing is the fact of the matter is, there are different kinds of pool players all over the world, and they write books on them. And we're league pool players, and perhaps hustlers don't exactly fit in with league play, and that's okay. And I saw it this last week on the internet. Sandbagging is another term for what they used to say was hustling. And it's when you feel like you need an edge, so you're gonna manipulate instead of play the game.
You dumb your game down.
Trying to hustle somebody.
Right. It's like you're a senior in high school, but you still want to do third grade math. Like it's.
But anyway,
it's come up a couple times in the last couple of weeks, and so I think we need to
sandbagging's not a fun word.
The term sandbagging does not refer to someone who's playing above their current skill level. That player is actually playing above their skill level because they are wanting to improve, or they're getting better at their game.
Yeah, they're honing in on their skills.
Now you take a skill level 2 who's afraid to move up to a 3, and they only score single-digit points when they're used to scoring double-digit points. Every other match. That is definitely probably a sandbagging situation. Because they're afraid they're going to go up. But I tell you what, you're only hurting yourself. You're hurting your team, and and the players around you see it. They know who you are.
Yeah, please don't. Just play your game. Play the best you can. Have fun.
Right.
Have fun.
Yeah.
We're all amateurs here. That's
right. So, moving on.
But I could probably go into. We did have a call this morning about slow play, and we've talked about it before. Conversations between players.
Yeah. So I'm just going to throw this out there for, if you think somebody is playing slow, all right, the first thing you do is you pull out your phone, put them on a timer.
Don't tell them, just like,
right. But
we're not going to announce it, but make sure you're accurate.
So the thing is, they go by average time. It's not every shot, so like if you take 38 seconds for this shot, you take 20 seconds for the next shot, that actually averages out to less than 30 seconds. All right.
And that's the goal, 20 to 30 seconds a shot.
Yeah, per shot. And when you're sitting there watching, 30 seconds can seem like a very long time. And so you definitely think that they're taking too much time, which is why, put them on that clock. And if it's your own player and you notice that they're, taking time, at that 30-second mark, be like, hey, make a decision or, choose a ball or whatnot. When you're telling your player that, you're intending for them to speed up. It is not a timeout. You're not telling them what to shoot. You're saying, hey, make a choice, take your shot.
If anything, you're rushing them, and
right,
it's an advantage for the opposing team because now the player might get more frazzled. But we want to be friendly and we want to be encouraging, but you got to make up your mind. And I have been at matches where it's taken a player over a minute and a half to decide. And I think we can all agree that that is a long time to wait, especially when you think you know what you would do in their shoes. You're like, just hit the 4.
And another thing that I would do as a captain of, a team, back when, is if I saw my player, taking more than 20 or 30 seconds to make a decision, I'd call timeout. And I would tell him in 10 seconds, hey, just shoot this one over here, because at that point, you just want to give them a ball to shoot at. You're not discussing the whole run out of the rack. You're not, getting into specifics.
It's not a lesson.
Right.
It's not time for a lesson.
It's just to help speed them up and hopefully help them recognize, their internal clock and how to speed up.
Kind of it slims down the options, right? Because if this player is taking a long time, they're probably arguing in their own head, which one am I supposed to do? So you, as their coach, their captain, you just make up their mind for them. This needs to be continuous play, and it can get out of hand, but we do encourage people to be patient with new players. We encourage new players who join teams to practice and play outside of the league, because matches are a really hard place to learn. And so if you can just get out and play a few times with your friends, you'll be surprised how helpful that helps your game. Because we encourage all new players to learn the game, but we also want people to move the game along.
Right. So any new players out there that join our league and your captain is working with you, or your coach, work on their speed as well as their game, because then, their internal clock becomes a
habit
ticker.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, being a short order cook in a restaurant,
autopilot.
Yeah. Your brain goes on autopilot. All of a sudden you remember that potato is getting done. And so you go over there and it might be 10, 15 seconds before your timer goes off. That same internal clock can work on the pool table too. You just have to practice that and have your players practice that.
And man, a lot of places do not have extra tables for people to practice on. And the whole team is watching you play or hanging out, waiting. And long matches are like a movie. And that's what I told the player this morning. I'm like, it's either a sitcom, like 22 minutes to 30 minutes, boom, it's a great show, a match between two people, and then you have a movie. And sometimes it's a long match, and that's hard on the whole team.
Yeah.
It's hard in the room.
Yep.
So anyway, we're working on that.
So the steps are, first, talk to your player about speeding up their time, and I'm talking to the captains here. That's the first step. Second step, if they're continuing to take a lot of time, put them on a timer yourself. Notate it on your score sheet that this player taking a lot of time. What that does is we notate it. I make a phone call, or I come and hang out and watch these people play. The next step is I put them on a clock, but it's not just them. I have to put the whole match on a clock. Whatever match they're playing. And so both players get put on a clock,
which can be very nerve-wracking. Right.
It can be very nerve-wracking, but it also I seen players speed up just because I'm there, and then of course they go right back to their normal when I leave. So that's the next step. The step after that, then becomes a written warning. That you need to speed up. And if slow play continues after that, then it's a loss of match points for your match. Those are the steps that we are definitely going to be taking and are taking, to deal with slow players. So captains, if you have a slow player on your team and you know who it is, be always in their ear, because their match points could be the difference between finishing in first or finishing in sixth place. So, it can make a difference. And we want matches to go nice and smooth. We don't want players, to be, going an hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours to complete a freaking match,
We know it happens, but we don't want it.
I mean, that's only happening. A Masters. I mean,
He's going to go play 3 matches tomorrow. It's almost like you're in a tournament.
I know. It's crazy.
So, yeah, we had a lot of shakeups this week. They're keeping us on our toes, don't they?
Yes, very much so.
I was very grateful for the snowstorm because I had a chance to just shovel snow and daydream.
Yeah.
Get outside. So I appreciated the snow for that. But, yeah, it's been a pretty busy week. A lot of conversations, a lot of calls about little things. Timeouts, make sure that timeouts are moving, and like he said, telling your player to move it along is not a timeout.
Right.
If you see your player taking a long time, go ahead, say it's a timeout.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to ask the player if they want a timeout. As soon as you do that, you've just called a timeout.
Yeah.
The player is allowed to ask you, can I take a timeout? And you're allowed to say no. And that is not a timeout.
Right.
That doesn't happen very often, but as far as the rules go, that is the rule. So as the team captain or the coach for that player, you cannot ask. You are now taking a timeout once you ask. But I would take the initiative to move the game along if they can't decide. Yeah. You're going to have to use one of your timeouts. I just recommend that.
Yep.
And you can call and ask us any questions.
That's what I used to do. I didn't care if it was like the very first shot of the rack.
You did.
And
you just showed them what to shoot. And then after the game, he'd show them why he showed them that. Like he'd teach them. The lesson would be after the match, the night was over and they were around. He's like, this is why I had you do that. And people still walk up to him and say, I remember when you showed me that and I still use that. So he's great. Help your players. We're all working together.
Yes.
I did want to mention that Mercury's in retrograde too. Matt always throws a wrench in things, so I'm rooting for you guys out there who are dealing with technology problems and communication issues.
Although my master score sheets did print out correctly this time around.
First time.
Yeah, first time ever.
It's like it
fixed itself.
Anyway, we're still chugging along. Things are going good.
So I think that was about it for this week. I think
we did it. I was a little intimidated by this show, to be honest, you guys. I had so many notes and didn't know if it was worth even listening to. So I hope you got something out of it.
Yeah.
And remember, we've got regionals.
Yeah, regionals. Our new bylaws are going to be coming out. And
yes,
the other thing is the national office is revising their OTM, their official team manual. They're revising it. It's going to include some new verbiage, especially for double jeopardy leagues, which we don't have any of those yet. But
I did, to interrupt you. Sorry. I was in an elevator last summer with a double jeopardy player, and both his 8-ball and his 9-ball teams qualified for Vegas. So in double jeopardy, you play both, and you can qualify for both, and you can go for both, but they're actually separate teams, and they have their own, way to get to Vegas. But both of his teams actually made it to Vegas. So how fun is that?
Separate divisions play on the same night.
And we're talking about maybe full teams in Machias.
Yeah, possibly.
Putting that in the universe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like to see that happen.
Goes, right? I know. Gotta stay positive.
Yeah.
My glass is always half full. Everybody knows that. I'm always looking at the bright side of everything, and we will figure out when wrenches get thrown our way.
Yeah, we appreciate hearing from you, and call us if you ever have any questions, need anything. Eastern Maine APA.
Yep.
Our community is awesome, and we just want to continue to support it the best way we can.
Right. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we hope you all have a great weekend. And until next
see you
week,
in March.
So next week's video might be from a hotel room in Portland.
Oh, that would be fun.
Right? Only because I have to go play referee at the singles regionals, and so
And big shout out to the people who take care of us when we're gone. We've got great neighbors, great house sitters, great kitty sitters, great plant sitters. So I can't be more grateful. So that when we're out and about, we've got things taken care of in the home front. So thank you so much, guys.
Right. Have a great weekend.
Remember to have fun,
meet people,
and play pool. Bye.
Bye.
Edit.
They moved the end. It used to be